Hypnosis is far safer than most people think. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. Hi, my name is Paul Hunter, a clinical hypnotherapist here at Cork Hypnosis Clinic. And I help people every single week with problems like anxiety, stress, depression, fears and phobias, habits, confidence, and a whole load of other things. One of the most common questions that I'm asked, both here in the clinic and online, is hypnosis safe? And the answer is absolutely. As long as the hypnosis is carried out by a trained, ethical, professional hypnotherapist, then hypnosis is perfectly safe for the vast majority of people. Now, of course, there are some people that should never be hypnotized, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later on. Hypnosis is just a natural state of focused attention. And you've experienced it pretty much every day, every time that you've gotten really absorbed in a book, every time you've lost count of how much time is taken doing a task, every time that you've been in a car and you have no idea where you are. Those are all everyday experiences of hypnosis. Clinical hypnotherapy just simply utilizes that state in a more structured way. And just so that you're clear, during a hypnosis session, you are never unconscious, you are never asleep, and you are never under the control of somebody else. And if you've ever been to one of those stage hypnotists, sometimes, depending on the show, that can leave you with a fear about hypnosis as you see some of the things that those people are being asked to do by that hypnotist. You start beginning to believe that actually he's taking control of their mind, where in actual fact that's not really what's going on. In real hypnotherapy, you're perfectly aware of what's happening most of the time. You can speak or move anytime you want. You can even open your eyes and end this session anytime you want. You are in total control. And maybe as a result of some of those stage shows, or maybe how hypnosis is portrayed in the movies, some people have this fear that maybe hypnosis will damage your mind in some way. But that's just simply not true. In fact, many times hypnosis is used to help people to feel more empowered, more in control, more confident. Here at Cork Hypnosis Clinic, everything starts with a conversation. We discuss what it is you want out of the session, and then I work with you to help you to get that. I never suggest something that you haven't asked for. And as part of that conversation, I'm always careful to make sure that hypnosis is safe for you. So I would be asking you some questions like, for instance, have you ever suffered from schizophrenia or psychosis or epilepsy, or one of those other conditions that would rule you out from experiencing hypnosis? Because as a trained, ethical hypnotherapist, I only ever want to do what's in your benefit. I will never do anything that endangers you. And I'm just speaking for myself here, but when you come to see me for that initial conversation, if hypnosis isn't the best approach for you, and if in my opinion a different therapy would benefit you better, or maybe visiting a doctor or a psychiatrist would benefit you better, I will always suggest that openly and honestly for you, because I hold my clients' best outcomes as the highest priority in my mind. So if my therapy isn't right for you, I will tell you that immediately. The reason I do this is because the best therapy always comes from a feeling of trust between the client and the therapist. So I have to be completely honest with you if I'm going to get that trust. So back to the question that this video is all about. Is hypnosis safe? I've been doing this for about 18 years now, and I can tell you that when hypnosis is done by a trained, ethical professional, then the answer is absolutely hypnosis is safe for the vast majority of people, apart from those for whom it's not recommended. So if you think that hypnosis may benefit you, maybe you have an anxiety or a fear or a phobia or something else that you'd like to target using hypnosis, then why not click on the link just underneath this video on YouTube, which leads you to my homepage, and you can have a look around my website and maybe at the particular symptom that you'd like to overcome, and you'll find ways there of contacting me to schedule an appointment if you wish. See you in the next video.